Back on Gertie Rude, back again, that Tuesday mood. Well, here we are, all one and all, gathered round yet again for yet another Tuesday. They do seem to be coming thick and fast, don't they, Tuesdays? They usually come right after Monday and just before Wednesday. And up with it, I will no longer put, I can tell you, YouTubers, I've had a whole lot of trouble with Tuesdays, I have. So we're back again, and I was going to do a parody for you. Gertie's Garden Puddle, lifestyle, Andy Ints, accidents, tips, whatever, yeah. But VooTube seems to be a bit, what one might call warm at the moment, and somewhat touchy when it comes to jokes and japes. So what I'm going to do is film it tomorrow and put it up on TikTok. And when it's all quiet on the Western Front, i.e., back on VooTube, I'll put it on here. But at the moment, it's a bit, I don't like people laughing. You're not allowed to laugh. And this, that, and the other. Do you get me? It's just boring. So you don't have any of that on TikTok. So what I'll do is I'll make it, upload it, and put it on TikTok. And then, as I say, I can bring it back over here, you know. Because I do have followers, you know. Well, say followers, I think they're more like stalkers. Like every time I turn around and there they are. Boo, it's me. Oh dear, on VooTube they're called subs, you know. And on TikTok they're called followers, but do you know what I mean? It's Chinese, so. Yeah, I mean, I love a bit of Chinese. Yes, especially the food. Oh, I love Chinese food. Anyway, let's go. Prince Harry faces $1 million bill after losing the court case. No, it's not quite. No. Oh, well, never mind. So, what's happened? And we're never seen Marklet in the UK again because Prince Harry faces hefty court bills. Right, this is like yesterday's news and probably tomorrow's fish and chip bleeding paper, innit? But anyway, let's go. Come on.
Prince Harry in the High Court.
Literally no one cares.
Of his long-running battle to try to get the Home Office to give him armed police protection when he comes to Britain.
I think they should actually fit him out with some armed police protection. Yes, to keep the blighter away from us, the British public. We need to be safe, you know, and secure. We don't need his rampacious, whatever it is he gets up to with the Marklet. No, we don't. No. Oh, my God, he's the biggest drama bleeding llama this side of the bleeding Himalayas, isn't he? Come on, let's go.
What's happening now? He's lost that case a couple of times now.
Kev, could you just try your best to make me care? Because I literally do not care. I would rather go to the dentist or something than listen to this load of old homie. Right, let's go.
He's going to appeal again, but a judge says, right, first of all, he's got to compensate the British taxpayer. So he's going to be left with a bill of about £1 million fine.
Compensate the British taxpayer. That's a novel idea, isn't it, for royalty? Fancy royalty compensating the British bleeding taxpayer, eh? That's not the dumb thing. That's what one might call de rigueur. They always thought that taxes were for the royal people to use. Yes, well, they used to be back in the day. Do you know what I mean? Henry VIII and that. But yeah, it all went a bit tits up, didn't it? Charles I and all that. Everyone got a bit touchy. He ended up losing his head. And it's all been downhill for the royals since then, hasn't it really, VooTube? Oh, dear. Nobody understands they need money. Oh, dearie me. I'm not going to burst into Pink Floyd or anything like that. Do you get me? I wouldn't do that to you. Let's go. Come on.
500,000 of it has to go to us. That's our legal expenses. Right. Thanks very much, Harry, for that waste of time and effort and money. And also, the judge, Sir Peter Lane, said, well, look, you can appeal again if you want. But you're wasting your time because your chances of succeeding in this legal action are, and I quote, frankly hopeless. So he's been told to just put up, shut up.
So that means he'll probably put in another appeal, doesn't it? Knowing the Barrington, because he's got the best advice in the world, doesn't he? He doesn't need lawyers. He's got the mark clearly. What do you want to do, Harry? You want to let him know who's the prince, Harry? Oh dear, just somebody come and bleed and kill me. Sometimes I do think if a comet, or whatever it's called, hit the Earth, I would make sure I was in the epicentre. Knowing my luck, it would hit me straight on the head anyway, so it'd be lights out. Yeah, that would make a whole lot more sense than what's going on in the world at the moment. What they did to Thomas Markle is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, you're not allowed to take the piss out your own sister? Shut up. Bleeding legacy media. Admit, game's over. Yes, the plot is afoot. The gig is up. We all know and all that. Just they're going to have to be a bit more creative to earn their money. Yes! Like getting proper jobs.
Way. You're not winning this case.
Right.
And when he tried to appeal, when his lawyers tried to appeal, he said, well, we've won some elements of this case.
No, you haven't.
The judge said, no, you haven't.
Yeah.
You have comprehensively lost this entire
He always does that, doesn't he? He always like, yeah, well, no, I did lose, but not really. But he's that generation, isn't he, where nobody wins everybody and nobody loses. Everybody's got something, you know. Oh, yeah, well, I got some more Summit Knight Slay Dragons or something or other he was banging on about last time. And turns out that old knight didn't slay any more dragons. Because what actually happened was they did point out to Harry that basically, A, he's not a knight, and B, dragons don't exist apart from when he goes home. Yes! In Monty Shit Show.
You've comprehensively lost. So Harry, like a dog with a bone when it comes to legal
Makes
action,
the magic dragon.
He's going to have to give this one up. Otherwise, I think there's something wrong with him upstairs.
What if that's the only...
What, you think that, do you? You think it? I think we all bleeding knows it. I mean, look who he married, the bleeding spark. Isn't he? So, yeah, Meghan Markle's not coming back to the UK. Some of the legacy media are filling their column inches by saying that Charles wants a rapprochement. In other words, make up with Harry. And yeah, that's about as welcome as anything in William's household you can imagine. Can't wait for William to be king, really, because I don't think he'll put up with the shit that Charles does. I think with Charles, they're saying, oh yeah, he's really soft and all this. No, it isn't. It's because he knows that Harry knows where the bodies are buried. So he's got to kind of keep him a bit sweet, because if he goes off-piste, well, it could ruin his monarchy, couldn't it? Whereas I don't think William's been around long enough to have too much dirt in his background. But I don't think you can spend, nearly 3/4 of a century, basically, as Prince of Wales when you haven't had a few shady little goings on here and there. That's what I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just speculating, you know? I'm spectacularly speculating.
Yeah, well, there's one. It is confetti-like legal action.
It's the petulance and the privilege when he was told, look, you're not working rules anymore, you're not residents of this country, so no, you can't just decide whenever you come back to Britain you're going to get the full shebang, the police escort, the blue lights.
So he thinks he's absolute royalty, doesn't he? It was ordained by God, I'll have you know. It was ordained. God did come down and put the little embryo of Harry the Harold Barrington, whatever his name is, into Diana's womb-relations, and 9 months later, behold, the great god Barry. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense, does it? Really, I'm over the whole lot of them. I wish they'd shut up. Isn't that Jason Knorth over there he's looking at? Yeah, I'm not sure. Don't care. Anyway, it could be literally anyone, couldn't it? In the whole world. So, fed up, pissed off, had enough of them all. Don't give a shit what they do. Don't really care. Not bothered. Bit pissed off I can't do my parody without getting into trouble with the VooTube gods. So I'll just put it on TikTok if I can. Do you get me? So, go from there. And yeah, wherever you are in the world, have a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, or good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Don't let the buggers get you down. And if they do get you down, just go on TikTok. Do, what is it? A single finger salute. Yes. Metaphorically, of course, VooTube. I wouldn't advocate being rude in real life. No, not me. I'm Gertie Rude. Bye-bye now.